Good morning. It was dark this morning as I sat with my candle and my Christmas lights inside, spending some time with the divine. But I wasn't afraid of the darkness because I knew that the light was coming. I knew that the dawn was on its way. And today, what a day! It's Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. When we think of Christmas, we have so many images, not just memories of our own Christmases, but images supplied to us by artwork, by stained glass windows, by paintings, by online imagery, by images and pictures that we remember from our childhood. And if we think about Bethlehem, so often our imagery is drawn from Hallmark in many cases, where we see the Holy Family gathered in a spacious manger setting, a stable, with a couple of animals spread here and there. And yet, St. Ignatius tells us, put us in the scene. Put yourself in the scene. Where are you in the scene? And if I think for a minute that the stable was a reflection of the inn that it belonged to, the inn was heavily crowded. No room for the Holy Family. So many situations in our own world today. No room for the families who seek shelter. But that means that there wasn't a lot of space in the stable. There's probably at least one animal for each gathering, each group of individuals, which means it was crowded in the stable. Donkey upon donkey, cow, steer, horses, maybe a few horses, not too many horses. So did Joseph have to clear out a stall? Did Joseph have to clean the hay and make sure it was prepared? It was a cramped, unwelcome space in many places, in many cases. There was no lighting, right? We take things for granted. If there was a hole in the roof for that holy shaft of light to come through when the star appeared, well, it wouldn't be much of a shelter, would it? So it's a dark, kind of cramped space. And yet, it becomes this amazing place of hospitality. It is transformed by the warmth of love that is present and the coming of a promised one. The divine has always intended to send us, to save us, and to walk with us. We may feel in our lives right now the same way. The conditions of where we host the divine in our lives are really nothing special. In fact, we wish it were better. We wish we could offer a better place for the divine to be. Our world is weary. We are weary. We don't have to imagine anymore what it's like in South America or even in Antarctica. We know. The world is broken and tired and confined. It doesn't seem like a place of hospitality. Your life, too, might feel very unhospitable. You might wish you were in a better place, that you had pulled yourself together, that you had listened to your parents or your teachers or your pastors, that you had your heart in a better place at this point in your life. Point is, God is here. The divine is present. Emmanuel. Regardless if it's a dark, cramped stall in a tiny, dirty, unremarkable stable, or whether it's the broken, tired, weary soul that we offer the divine, God comes. That promise is fulfilled. And your self, your heart, is enough. That promise gives us great joy. You don't have to polish yourself up before you present yourself. to the divine. You bring the tiny, humble gift of your life, and you lay it there in love, asking that the divine would see it as enough. And you know it's true, because we see the place where God chose to be born. Nothing remarkable. So take that humble gift of yourself today and fill it with immense love. Take some time as you finish this video and thank the divine for all those gifts that are present, and then offer to God the things that you wish were there that aren't. Emmanuel, God with us. You are not alone. Your gift is welcome, is gratefully received. In fact, God's heart, full of joy at being able to spend this day, this year, this very odd year with you. Don't lose heart. God is with us. Merry Christmas.